Hi friends, let's talk about one of the most important career options which you should not ignore after 12th. I'm talking about defense as a career. In India, nearly 3.5 lakh people write NDA in every attempt. Here, I mean every attempt means there can be two attempts made within a year. So every attempt, when you see the records, nearly 3.5 lakh people will appear for the campus. NDA is a name of the campus actually. It's called National Defense Academy. An academy where people for Army, Navy, and Air Force will be trained initially. Then they'll be given 1 year of extra training and then they'll be called as an officer. You can call as an officer. After finishing academy, they'll be called as a gentleman's. So what is the agenda of today's session is, the agenda of the today's session will give you the details about how to prepare for this examination, what is the eligibility criteria, what are the stages you need to clear, and once the academy is finished, then how your career will be. What is your career ladder? So we'll be going to discuss in detail all this. Also, we are going to discuss about the syllabus for writing this examination. So let me make it clear friends. In order to get into academy, you need to write one exam. What is that exam? That exam is called National Defense Academy. There is another campus, another academy which gives training for only engineers. I mean, the people who want to become an engineer but defense oriented engineering. So they'll be given a certificate of BTech, a proper engineering certificate will be given, and those people will be given a training for 4 years. We all know that in India, engineering means a 4 year course. So you will be there in the academy for 4 years. Whereas in National Defense Academy, you'll be given a graduation certificate and you'll be there in the campus for 3 years. So quite possibly we'll try to discuss each and every point, each and every things. What are the sites we need to read, where we'll find the notification for this examination, when the notification will come, when you need to write this examination, all that information we are going to write or we are going to know. So let's see the campus of National Defense Academy, which is there located at Pune. This campus is a huge campus. The campus is approximately around 8,022 acres of campus, and all the facilities which are required for training, which are facilitated to this, the people who are preparing or students over there, alumni over there, will be given all the best of facilities so that the student feel a best of the comforts and the best of the training, most importantly. So this campus has got all the facilities. It's a residential campus. Your mess, your classes, your sports, your training for defense, and everything will be done in one single campus. You'll be here for 3 years. 3 years graduation is going to happen here. There is another campus, as I said, which is there in Kerala. Isdamala is the place, which has a campus nearly about 2,500 acres of wide campus. It's a huge campus of 2,500 acres, wherein again the engineering will be taught over here, which is naval oriented engineering. So this campus is an engineering campus, and for both these campuses, to select into both these campuses or either of these campuses, you need to write one common entrance exam that is called NDA, National Defense Academy. One common entrance exam for both. At the time of application, you need to be specific, saying which is your highest priority. Like you want to go for engineering, your priority is to go for engineering, or your priority is to go for Air Force, your priority is to go for naval, or your priority can be to go into army as well. Highest number of vacancies will be normally in army. Second will be in air force, and third will be in the navy. It's not necessary. It depends on the notification released by the academy at the time. But most often it is found that for army there will be highest number of vacancies. So we'll be discussing about all that again. This is the campus which is called Nalanda campus. This campus will give you an engineering training. Let's see friends, the top alumni, the renowned alumni of this academy who made the India proud. They have reached till the top position of the hierarchy also. Top step of the ladder also they have reached. So for name wise you can see Balwinder Singh sir. He was 25th Chief of Air Staff, and this person VK Singh, I think majority of the people who are regularly reading the papers or keeping a track on current affairs and all that thing, he's a renowned person. He is at present the Minister for External Affairs. What we can understand by this, after your career in defense, once you complete your service, also you can have a next career as a politician. You can serve your country by becoming a politician. And you have a different career people also. They are not stick to one particular profession, or they need to be only a politician. They can do a lot of other jobs as well. So you can say it's a permanent job. It's a job which you have to do it for 58 years. You can also take you can also break the service. You can also stop doing the service and join some other activities also. You can do it. But majority of the people who get habituated to this kind of lifestyle, they wish to complete their services in defense. And you all know a defense person get lot of good respect from the society. When you go to any public place, when you see a defense person, all the people will be staring at him. A special attention will be there for them. And also the other facilities, the other benefits. The most important benefit I personally like is the people will be called as a gentleman. They'll be taught in this academy, they'll be taught how to behave with the people on various occasions, how to do dining with some other diplomats, how to go to foreign countries as a representative of your country and then behave with them. And of course, enormous knowledge. You'll have knowledge also. What you're going to talk, what you're going to deal with, and everything is there. Most importantly, my friend, these people protects the fellowship or fellows, the country people, and they make sure that the country is safe and secure for the rest of the citizens. So let's see friends, there are certain people, these are all alumni, and apart from reaching to the top positions, they also achieve a very important, what you can say, the awards, chakras, what they do. These people, the alumni of NDA have acquired 3 Param Chakras, which is the topmost notch in chakras. The second one is 31 Mahavir Chakras, 138 Vikram Chakras, 7 Ashoka Chakras, 26 Kirti Chakras they have already achieved, and there is one more friend, that is 98 Shaurya Chakras they have achieved. So you can see these people, and ultimately they have also achieved. Some of them have sacrificed their life and then achieved this. Some of them living legends who are still servicing and they have already achieved. For example, Abhinandan is one of the guy who we can say that he has already achieved chakras and then he is still serving the country. Next, if you look at the lifestyle in the campus, the lifestyle in the campus is very different from the normal campuses, normal colleges, normal engineering colleges and all that thing. Every interest of yours will be taken care in this campus. Like you like sports, you like do some adventurous job, this will be definitely trained for you. The dressing and all that thing will be also will be the part of it. And here for Air Force people, the people also will be trained how to fly the planes, and for them there will be some extra test which is conducted, like to issue a license they have to write some extra test. We'll be discussing about that as well. Okay, so all types of sports, it's not about table tennis, it's all about all types of sports you can participate. And apart from that, house riding, horse riding, swimming, and aerobics, you can do a lot of other sports. Wherever your interest is, you can participate in all of them. Music, art, and most important thing in this campus, they'll also teach you the latest to latest technologies which are required for a defense person, like satellites, like you can say weapons, like you can say a lot of submarines, you can say technology of submarines and all that thing will be also taught. So a lot of knowledge is feeded into the brains of these alumni, and they become a perfect person to protect our country. So once this academy is finished, they'll be called as gentlemen. They'll be again given 1 year of extra coaching or training with respect to like army, navy or air force, and further then they'll be appointed as an officer. And this will be called as permanent scale commission, friends. Permanent scale commission means you can you'll be in the service till 57 years of your age. So let us go for the next one, friends. Who conducts this examination? This examination is conducted by UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission, and this is the official site of UPSC. Once you click on this, you will be get onto the website. Now I'll recommend anyone who is trying to appear for MBA, I recommend them definitely you should make sure that you visit this site and make a notes out of it, some points out of it. Like my first point is when the new notification will come, the date of notification, last date of application, and the date of examination will be given in the website only. You'll find all the details over here. So for present year, you'll get notification information, and for the next year also, when the notification will come and all that details will be available in the website. So when you're preparing it, please make sure that you're preparing for not less than 1 year. I'll tell you, this career is after 12th for you, right? So if you are willing to go for this examination or write to this examination and want to take this career as a serious career, then right from 11th, you start your preparation. 2 years of preparation will be very, very important here. A very focused preparation is required here along with your academics in 11th and 12th. Now once you do that, please understand this academy is complete training will be provided, and you'll be getting a very good life after that. Please understand, very good life after that. At present, when I'm looking for any kind of a career, friends, my career can be like a software person, like a hotel management, can be like a pilot, or many other professions are available. We all know that there are a lot of different type of careers are available. But please understand, a career which can give you a regular learning, a career which is, job security is there, a career which has got hierarchical growth is the best career one can opt for. This career is something which have all the three there in this. So very importantly, you can talk to your parents, you can talk to your friends before joining this, or start preparing how important is the job with job security, with regular growth in hierarchy, and with you can say your complete life will be a disciplined life. It's very important to have such careers. So I was telling you, there are 3 types of academies in Pune. You can say one is Indian Military Academy, the second one is Navy, and the third one is Air Force Academy. And the one for engineering, we have a different campus. This is a different campus course which you can join. And NDA will be there for twice in a year. You can see normally it happens once. That is NDA 1 will be conducted in the month of April. NDA 2 will be conducted in the month of September. It depends on notification, purely on notification, friends. This year, because of Corona and all that, the things has been disturbed. But normally, this every time happens in these 2 months. Last year, it happened. Last year, it happened in the month of November. I mean, last year it happened in the month of November. So, depends on the notification, friends. Nothing like, fixed. Now, the eligibility criteria, if you see, there are two stages of preparation here. One, for the written test you need to prepare. I'll highlight this. For the written test you need to prepare. And the second one, for interview. These are the two different, stages of preparation for NDA. Written test. Written test means you have to prepare some subjects like math. The second one is static GK. The third one is general GK. And the fourth one is English. This will be the part of written examination. Now, what will be the breakup of the paper? We'll discuss in few minutes. The next one is SSB. You can see that regarding SSB, I wrote a point over here. It's a 5-day interview. 5-day interview it will be, and this interview will be very hectic. A proper knowledge is required, a proper preparation is required. You need to know face to face and types of interviews which are conducted at that moment, how they are broken into, what will be the first day interview, and after that followed by 4-day interview. If you clear the first day interview, then only you'll be going for 4-day interview, and what will be the phases in those 4 days also have to be detailedly understood by you. So while going for this, without preparation, it will be just a trial. But if you have a knowledge, then you can be like, very good confident person, and then you can perform better in this examination. The number of vacancies was also very small, friends. You can see the first, let me complete with the age limit. The age limit here will be from 16.5 to 19.5 generally. Then only males are eligible in this. Now coming to what are the subjects you required in 11th and 12th. For army, any subject is okay. You need to just get through with the 12th examination. If you are, please remember one note point here. If you are appearing or if you are a student of 12th, you can see this point. If you are a student of 12th, still you can attempt this examination. In 12th, you will be writing this examination. Just as soon as you finish your 12th, you will be joining the academy. In that way, you can plan it here. You don't have to spoil your 1 year for preparation again after 12th. So, as I told you, this preparation has to go simultaneously with your 11th and 12th education, and then a focused preparation on NDA also must happen simultaneously. Writing mock papers, knowing the exact syllabus, knowing the exact parts, what will be the correction and how the correction will be, what will be the cutoff numbers, what is the cutoff number required to get qualified, and if you are going for an Air Force, what will be cutoff, if you are going for naval, what will be the cutoff, if you are going for an army, what will be the cutoff. These cutoff numbers will be released after the examination by the academy people. So we need to remember the selection process. We need to understand the selection process very carefully and in detail so that we can perform according to the requirement. Because the number of vacancies will be very less, so we need to have a proper preparation. If you remember, friends, I told you like there will be nearly 3.5 lakh people write NDA every year, every attempt. That is, in the first attempt you will find 3.5 people approximately writing this paper, and in the second attempt again you will find 3.5 people writing approximately. These are approximate numbers, and once in a year, in one of the years, even above 5 lakh people have attempted this examination. In the year 2014, more than 5 lakh people also attempted this examination. So there is no particular number like we can say that this number will be the standard number of people to attempt this. It depends on the notification, it depends on the requirement, it depends on a lot of other factors. Let us come to the number of vacancies, friends. Total number of vacancies will be 375 for NDA, and for Naval Academy it will be around 55. 55 will be the number of people or vacancies, I'm sorry. 375 here is the number, and here 55 people. For Pune Academy 375, for Islamabad Academy it will be 55. Normally you will find this here. If you find this here, for Army the number of vacancies will be approximately 208, and for Navy it will be approximately 42. For Air Force it will be nearly about 70. 70 will be there. And how many people will clear the stage 1 and will be shortlisted? You can see for stage 1 written examination, approximately 6,500 people will be there for the selection, shortlisting the first selection round. Okay. And you can see how the notifications will come. This is how you can see the notifications. Upcoming notifications for this year were like in January there was a notification. Examination date was in the month of April, 19th of April. And SSB for them will be conducted in the month of June. Next, upcoming notification which is already on right now, 10th of June it started. The examination is in the month of September, that is 6th of September, and then you have SSB in the month of January. So let us see, this is how the notification details will be, this is how the notification will be done, and very importantly we need to know when will be the next notification and how much of months we have in hand to prepare for this examination and all that thing. Okay, so let us move on to the paper pattern, friends. Mathematics, you have 120 questions over here. Duration given is 2.5 and 300 marks will be given to you. So if you divide 300 with 120, you can say approximately 5 by 2. So 2.5 marks per question will be there. This paper also will have negative marking. Please understand, this paper will have negative marking. You can see I have highlighted this point here saying that a penalty will be there for wrong questions. So if you are attempting wrong, then 1/3 of the marks allocated will be deducted for you. That means whatever you have scored from there already, each question 1/3 of the weightage of that question will be deducted for you. Okay, and here if you see, the paper pattern is paper based, it's not an online paper, and the total written test will be for 900 marks. You can see this is what I am trying to say. The total paper will be for 900 marks. In that, maths will be for 300 marks and general ability will be for 600 marks. Total 900 marks paper it is. Okay, and then you can see the final will be out of 1800. The final will be out of 1800. You can understand this part will be out of 1800 here. So total final marks will be 1800. So first stage, that is written stage, will have 900 marks, and SSB, the second stage, will again have 900 marks. 900 plus 900, total 1800 weightage of the paper. Difficulty of this paper will be like 10 plus 2. Whatever you have studied up to 10th class will be covering the majority of the syllabus, but some part of the syllabus which you study in the 12th up to 12th also will be a part of the paper. So even that is there. And in this, mathematics, general knowledge will be the major two parts of the paper. You can see mathematics and general ability. Now we all know in any competitive exam, English also will be a part of it. That English, out of this 150 questions, you can say 50 questions will be for English. 50 questions will be for English, and the rest of the 100 questions will be either static GK, current affairs, or any type of GK questions will be there as a part of it. So 50 plus 100 total, you can say here you require 150 marks. Now there will be a separate cutoff for this, and overall cutoff also will be there, which will be important for you to clear. Separate cutoff in the sense, a minimum number of marks is required for mathematics, minimum number of marks is required for general ability, and here also there will be overall cutoff which is there always to clear this paper. Suppose, what I mean to say, please understand this very carefully. If I am scoring my majority of the marks from general ability but I could not able to score minimum number of marks from mathematics, I will be not getting a call. I will be not getting a letter of interview. That is very important. Or in the other way, like if I am scoring my highest number of marks in mathematics because I am very good in mathematics, I scored a lot of marks in mathematics. Required cutoff I cleared from mathematics itself, but I could not score much from general ability test. Again, I will not get a call letter. So here, minimum requirement I have to clear from mathematics, minimum requirement I have to clear from general ability test, and minimum number of marks I need to clear from the 900, that is overall cutoff also, I need to clear that numbers. Very, very important points, my friend. While preparing, just you having a subject knowledge but not this technical knowledge will never help you to clear this examination. Okay? Paper based, very important. The second one, this paper will be conducted in two mediums, that is English and Hindi. The next one, here you can see one more very important point which I pointed out here. Some years the overall cutoff number was 35%. Some years the overall cutoff numbers was 30%, and for some years the overall cutoff number was 25% also. Now how do we understand this thing? When the cutoff will be 35%, when you see the paper is very easy and majority of the people are able to clear 35% of the paper and score 35% of the marks, then the academy will consider 35 as a minimum cutoff number to clear the examination. Similarly, if the paper is very tough, let us consider, then the academy will decide that 25% people on an average can easily, 25% of the paper will be easily cleared by the people, so 25% can be the cutoff number. So based on the cutoff number, we can say the paper was either difficult or easy at the time or in that year, particular year. So let us move on to next, friends. Very important points we are sharing, so please try to understand while preparing. All these can be useful, and based on that you need to do the preparation. Now here, if you see, next after NDA, what exactly happens with you? Training here will be for 2.5 years. As I told you that this will be for 2.5 years, and it is common for all the three defense wings like Air Force, Navy and Army. It is compulsory. And then, as I told you, you are doing your graduation simultaneously. Please understand, you are doing your graduation plus defense training both simultaneously in the same academy. So here you will be awarded with BSc Computer Science certificate, or if you have chosen for BA, Bachelor of Arts, that also can be certificate for you. So you will be either selecting BSc for the people who have selected maths and physics as background subjects, for them BSc, and the person who is from commerce background or any other background which is not from mathematics or physics, or if you have taken only mathematics but not physics, then BA will be an option for you. And this certificates will be awarded from Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi. Next, if you have chosen to go for Naval Academy Isdamala or Air Force Academy or the Military Academy, then there will be 3 different places where you need to go and train yourself for next 1 year. They will be allocating you for the next one. So for the people who have taken Army, after MBA, they will be called as gentlemen candidates. That is one. And the second one, it's a permanent commission in the rank, and they will be given a post or the rank as lieutenant. They will be called as lieutenant after that. And the people who are Naval Academy, they will be called as sub-lieutenant, and the people who are from Air Force, they will be called as flying officer. So after the training is done, normally Army training will be done at Dehradun. The second one, Naval, is done at Kerala, that is Istamala. Third one, Air Force, is done at Hyderabad. So these are the 3 places. Generally for Army and Navy, there will be 1 more year, extra year of training. For Air Force, there will be 1.5 year of training will be provided. See here, I have already pointed out, they will be given 1.5 year of training for this. Okay. So further moving on to the next one, friends, you can see there, for the people who got selected for engineering, that is with Naval Academy, who has joined Naval Academy with only 55 vacancies are available, you can see they will be given a BTech course in electronics communication and or mechanical engineering certificates. This is what they will be awarded with, and it's a 4 years course which they need to finish. Okay, and either ways you can see the people can be also given Naval Academy specialization course or electrical branch, and they will be given a BTech degree. And we all know BTech degree is given by a prestigious institutes which are recognized by AICTE. Only they can give you a BTech certificate. Okay. So here something which we can say, understand, you can do a proper BTech in this academy. Next one, friends. So moving on to next one. You see there are certain points which we need to understand. I took a numbers from 2010 to 2018, try to explain how many minimum marks are required to clear this examination. Out of 900 you required at that moment, I mean in the year 2010, your minimum numbers or the cutoff number was 263, and here out of 900, 290, out of 903, 333 were the numbers. And out of 1800, that is including the first stage and the second stage, it was out of 1800 you required 698. If you are little good at fractions, my friend, it is almost like 1/3 numbers are required. 1800's 1/3 is 600. So it is just about 600. It is near to 600. all these numbers are, majority of them are near close to 600. So you can understand here again the numbers, if you see, out of 900, one third part will be 300, and you can see majority of the numbers are all 300. So it is falling between 300 and 400. So just above 33 1 by 3% or 40% of marks will be the cutoff numbers to clear. Along with, you need to clear the minimum number of marks required for mathematics and minimum number of marks required for general ability test as well. That we should never forget about that. Now some brackets I wrote here, you see, 30%, 35%. These are the cutoff numbers which were expected by the academy, released by the academy for that year. So if you observe here, if I am having 35%, means that paper was very easy to attempt, and majority of the people could able to attempt a minimum 35% of the paper. And when I see some number was just 20% required, that means the paper was very tough, my friend. Majority of the people could not attempt, or maybe the academy thinks that only 20% of the people who are attempting could be able to clear this. So 20% of the paper is common, which can be solved by majority of the people. So 20% is taken as a cutoff number. Here also you can see NDA 1, NDA 2, I shared all the numbers. All the numbers, what I understood is between 33 1 by 3% to 40% will be the cutoff numbers. But we should not every time think about only the cutoff numbers. Maybe your cutoff numbers, clearing your cutoff numbers may be not sufficient to get into academy or getting a call letter from for the next round. Here you need to always target something much more above these cutoff numbers to get definite call into these academies. Okay, so please understand one more part of this. As I told you friends, English will be a part of a general ability test. 50 questions out of the 150 questions for general ability test will be for English, and this is multiplied by 4. So 50 questions into 4, total marks will be 200. When it comes to general knowledge, again 100 questions will be there as a part of it, and you can see into 4, again 400 marks. So 200 marks plus 400 marks, total general ability test will be out of 600. Mathematics will be out of 300. So these are the two things. Okay, and the duration of the exam also you can see, my friend. For mathematics it will be 2.5 hours. For general ability test also it will be 2.5 hours. And the syllabus which you study till 11th and 12th. Till 11th and 12th, I mean even your high school mathematics is also there as a part of the paper. So we should not forget that we need to also refer to your previous paper. When it comes to general ability test, I would like to speak few points about this. What is general ability test, general ability knowledge? A few slides later, I will be definitely discussing in detail about all these things for you. Now when it comes to SSB, my friend, SSB is the most important phase which we need to clear. I break this into two parts, stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 is conducted on the first day, day 1 it is conducted, and these are the 3 different tests which are conducted, in which you have officer intelligence rating, the second one is picture perception and description test, and the third one is discussion of the picture. So these are the 3 tests, and when you go for a proper training on all these things, the faculty will give you more on description on this. Some tests will be conducted for 30 minutes, some will be done within a minutes of time, and where you need to prove yourself to clear this stage. Now once you clear this stage, please note down this point, once you clear this stage, then only you will be promoted to the next stage, that is stage 2, what we call it as. And in this stage 2, you can see psychological test will be there, group test will be there, group task will be there. These are the rounds which will be conducted. Some of them you know it very well, my friend, like group discussion. We know it very well how to do this. Second one is self-description test. This is also something you know it very well. Third one is situation reaction test. They will give you a situation where you need to react accordingly and then answer the questions, whatever it is. Word association test, test of your English, my friend. There you can see all these things. And there is one more thing, literate, like they'll give you one situation or one kind of a question where you need to talk on that for nearly about 30 minutes of time. So you need to talk on that for nearly about 30 minutes of time, and say around 30 minutes you need to talk. 30 minutes you need to talk on this. So this is a different round here. So all these 3 will be conducted by the SSB people, and these people are specialists. Like, if I'm talking about psychological test, I'm talking about psychological test expert, a colonel who will come to take the psychological test. I can give you general gnan on this. I can give you general ideas on this for sure. And at the time of training also, I'll be helping you a lot of things. But here, what is important? Do I need to only perform this, or do I need to see how the assessment on these things can be done? I need to know on what basis the marks will be allocated. Will they see your own performance, individual performance? Because in these two areas, if you see, these are group test, group task. So group of people will be working along with you. You are not an individual there to work. Their group of people will be working. So they'll be also seeing whether you are a team player or not. Individually, how much you contributed. In a team, how much you have contributed. Are you helping others also to complete their task? Or sometimes it also happens like, negative impact will be fallen here. Like, are you interfering into the others' work also is important. So are you allowing others to do their job is also important. So lot of things, lot of assessment, lot of understanding is required. It's not about only you, your performance, dominating others and all that thing, because this system is whole thing on a group. A group of people are working, a group of activities are happening. So everyone have to contribute. So you need to help your group but not dominate them. So there are certain things which we need to understand. Their point of view we need to think to score more and get through with this examination. Now coming to the next one, my friend. Here if you see, there are certain things which we need to understand in SSB. Non-verbal reasoning is something which we need to practice here. So general reasoning is what we say here. All these things are reasoning concepts like blood relations, arrangements, coding and decoding, direction senses, all that are reasoning part that will be tested in the day one for you. Next, verbal reasoning, synonyms, antonyms, spelling test, analogies will be checked over here. And picture perception test, you'll be given some pictures, you'll be shown some pictures for 30 some time, 30 seconds or maybe for 1 minute of time. It will be like slides, a continuous 4 or 5 slides. You need to understand the picture and then recognize what was the activity going on in the picture. How many people were there in the picture? Like, they'll see how good you are in your observations. Like how many points you can make out of the picture, or sometimes it can be only one picture from where you need to make out all these observations. So that is called picture perception test. All these activities will be happening on the day one. Now if you clear this stage, then only you will be shifted to second stage, that is day 2, 3, 4, 5 will be happening here. Now let us see the next one, friends. In this psychological test and all the other things, you can see the breakups are there, how many minutes, how many seconds are allocated for everything. Like here, self-description test, you need to have 5 paras here, and thematical appreciation test, you need to have 12 pictures, that is 11 plus 1 pictures will be shown. Every picture will be shown for 30 seconds. You need to correlate all these pictures and then talk about that. Like that, everything have a description over here. Everything is a different activity, and based on every activity, the total what you score will be an ultimate score out of 900. So you can see the different types of things which are possible. Some of you might know here, some of you might not know here. Some, when you see any serial or any kind of a defense on BBC or any Google, you will see a lot of videos are possible. In YouTube nowadays there are a lot of videos are possible on SSB. Please, once you see those videos before you start deciding something for these kind of examinations. Now further here, friends, the syllabus, mathematics syllabus, I'll be quick from here. Mathematics syllabus, algebra, we know what is algebra is, the matrices and determinants is a chapter in 11th, most of the syllabus will be covered here. Trigonometry, everyone knows here, analytical geometry will be a part of the syllabus. Not only this, we have some other topics also. So basic topics are algebra, matrices and determinants, trigonometry, analytical geometry with 2 and 3 dimensions. In my next seminar, I'll be also showing you the cutoff numbers, like subject wise, topic wise, how this breakup has come. Majority of the questions will come from which of the topics and what is the trend happening in NDA also. So that will be there for our next session, friends. Right now, let me cover only the syllabus part here. In the syllabus, you can have in continuation of mathematics with differential calculus, integral calculus with differential equations, vector algebra, statistics and probability. All these topics you might have heard. If you have recently joined your 11th, still some of the topics you might have already heard here, like statistics and probability, will be covered in your high school itself. So the other one here, if you see the algebra part, this part is covered in your 10th class. Up to 10th class, there are a lot of syllabus will be covered. Analytical geometry also will be a bit covered in up to 10th class. This one, trigonometry, initial definitions or initial information about trigonometry. So please understand, 11th and 12th syllabus will be there as a part of it. But when you look at the weightage, when I show you in the second my continuation seminar, I'll clearly show you that how much weightage will fall in 11th and 12th. What do you learn in 11th and 12th, and what has fallen till 10th class, what have we had done. Next friends, after mathematics, I'll take to you to general knowledge, and before that I'll start with English. English is something which we normally prepare for any competitive exam. What do you learn in English, friends? Grammar, you learn grammar, you learn synonyms, antonyms, you learn reading comprehensions, you learn parajumbling, you know how to do sentence corrections, all that, just all that, what you learned up to 12th in English, same things. And I believe, please believe me, majority of the syllabus in English you have already learned up to 10th class. So that you need to stick to that, and majority of the people, also one benefit here in English, majority of the people will be scoring high numbers in English. Though it sounds to be only 50 questions, 200 marks, but if you score up to 150 plus, you please understand the cutoff numbers which I discussed it earlier. Out of 900, between 300 and 400 will be the cutoff number. Imagine 150 plus you can score from English itself, and then make sure or you are reserving your position there for the next rounds. Very important is English. Now, coming to the other part of the general knowledge, which is covering 100 marks of all this. Out of 100, imagine I am saying 25%. So it should be nearly about 25 marks or 25 questions will be a part of it. I'm sorry, it is 25 questions. Will be physics. And what physics, my friend? This we call it as static GK. What all the physics you have learned in your school, like optics, like whatever the things, like light, sound, all that whatever you have learned in physics will be a part of this syllabus. 25% easily. So 25 marks into 4, 100 marks here in physics. So overall 100 marks you can say, and number of questions will be 25 in this. Similarly, English, score 150 plus from there, score nearly about 50 plus from here. You already cleared your cutoff numbers here. So in that way the planning should go. Physics, static GK. Static GK means people might not know what is static GK is. Static GK means the GK which is constant, which cannot be changed. Like whatever the GK we learn, physics, chemistry, geography, history, civics, economics, all these are part of static GK, which never changes, which we learned already in our school. Especially if you are preparing for this, my friend, then I recommend NCERT books up to 10th. Whatever it is taught, and even life sciences is a part of the strategy. So let us go on. You can see chemistry is a part. 15% out of 100 is chemistry. Normally observe 10% will be general science, like living science you can say, or life science you can say, that will be a part of it. The next one is history. 20% of the history will be there as a part of it. 20% is geography. So you can say 20% history, 20% geography, 20% as geography, 25% of that is physics, 15% is chemistry. So your major syllabus is finished with the first three. So 40 plus 25, 65 out of 100, 65 into 4 again will easily be sufficient for you to clear the general knowledge. And remember, unlike like mathematics, we don't have to solve any problem over here, and this will not be time consuming. This you might have read somewhere and just read the question, identify the right option, write the question, identify the right option. So your time will be definitely saved. So overall, if you see, for mathematics it is 150 or say minutes, 2.5 hours is equivalent to 150 minutes, and for GK English also is given 150 minutes for you. So overall, this is something which we need to plan it properly, my friend. Which are the areas? See, one thing, clearing cutoff English itself is sufficient. Now you may have a question like why we need to study other parts of this. Sir, this is to make sure that, friend, this is to make sure that you are clearing the overall cutoff also. simultaneously. Just clearing cutoff is not important here. To get an assured call, you need to also clear the overall cutoff, which is very important point you need to understand. So this is a tactics to preparation of this. Next, friends, if you see other parts of the general knowledge, you can say a lot of things are there. Current affairs is also one of the part of it, and these are all part of the geography I was discussing about in the previous slide. So you can see in general knowledge, current affairs and all that thing, majority of them are static GK, only 10% is current affairs. And these current affairs, again, very important things what we need to understand is this current affairs you are preparing, focus on the current affairs which is defense oriented, which is influencing your political affairs of the country. Like current affairs important to world events, current affairs related to national events, which are important, border related things. What is the communication between India and China? What is the communication between India and Pakistan? What are the agreements? What are the deals? What are the weapons? We have latest to latest weapons. We have all such informations will be a part of current affairs. This is very important to understand. Next, proceeding to the next one, friends. Maybe you are very much interested to know what will be my career. After your NDA Academy for 2.5 years, you'll be sent for 1 year for additional training, and then you'll be called as a lieutenant. You'll be called as a lieutenant. Indian Army, you'll be the first positioned as lieutenant. If you're Indian Air Force, you'll be positioned as, you can see here, you can be positioned as for flying officer for Air Force, and you'll be called as sub-lieutenant. Sub-lieutenant, and this is the ladder. I can show you, I pointed out here, this is the ladder which you try to go. And please understand, here to get into the next position of your life or to get promotions in your life, you don't need any big recommendations. If you are an outstanding performer, automatically the promotions will be there for sure. If you are doing very good, still the promotions will come periodically for you. Like 2 years, then after that you will become captain. After 6 years you will become major. After 13 years you will become lieutenant colonel, and this ladder goes like this. And you can become the field marshal or marshal of Air Force or admiral of the fleet. So it depends, my friend. So till the last service, last day of the service, if you are stick to the defense, or if you are doing still the service, then you can reach to the top notch of the ladder. This is what important is. One of the biggest advantage of writing NDA, joining early in the defense, is the people can reach up to the top level. I told you, if you remember in the beginning, there is a second way to go into the defense, that is called CDS. After graduation, those people will lose their 1 year of training, extra training they will be attending, and they cannot reach till the last point of the position. So for NDA people, this is an idea. And all the alumni which I showed you initially, all the alumni which I have given you, these are all NDA alumni. Okay. Next one, friends. If you move on to the next one, if you see number of applicants, number of people who have appeared, number of people who have been interviewed, statistics which are available on websites, statistics which are available on the official website of UPSC, I tried to collect it over here. So you can see the number of appearance, and especially this one, you see more than 5 lakh people have attempted this examination, and approximately 3.5 people, 4 lakh people, 3.9 people, 3.74 people will be doing an attempt every year. So approximately I said 3.5 people will be attempting this. Next, coming to the things, friends, what gives you, NDA, what it gives you a disciplined and healthy life. It gives you a respect in society. Lots of learning opportunities will be there. Learning opportunities, as I told you, there will be a lot of scientific, technology-based learning also will be given to you. Because nowadays, you can see, when you look at defense, they need to be very good at all these other technologies also to understand how the terrorist activities are happening, on what grounds they are happening, and all that thing. So weapon-related knowledges which are currently going on, the new trend, the new year by year, the new technologies are coming in weapons also. So they'll be trained, given updates every time, and every single thing will be given as a knowledge. And this is an opportunity to serve the country, sir, which I feel to be very important. All medical facilities will be there for you and your family. Insurance, your time to time, your annual leaves will be credited to your account, and all that thing. And if you are even selected for short service commission in defense, after that also you'll have a great career. Many companies are there who will hire defense personnels into their managements. So let us move on to next one, friends. Say, as I was telling you in the middle, that I will be also making another PPT, another session on NDA, which will tell you the in detail cutoff numbers for maths, English, and GK. So this is all from till now, and hope that everyone makes your mind to go for an NDA, one of the brightest careers what you can get. Thank you all, and Jai Hind.